folks, welcome once again to another technical video from AA Silencers. The car on the ramp behind me is an Audi A7. Unfortunately, it's been recovered into us with a gearbox problem. Now, you can actually get the gear selector and you can move it through the gears, no problem whatsoever, but the gearbox is actually locked, which is the reason it's on the ramp backwards, because it's an absolute swine to manoeuvre. We've had to have it on go jacks and be disconnecting various things just to get it to roll. So we're going to start doing some diag on it shortly. I'm going to find out exactly what's going on and we're going to get it fixed. So we've now got this A7 all rigged up on a battery support unit, because clearly we want the battery to stay at a constant and consistent voltage. And we're hooked up to it with Audi's A6 Diagnostic system. This is exactly the same as what the main dealers use. We are fully authorised and have all our security accreditation to use this system. And as you can see in there, we've got an error with the N432 valve within the gearbox. That's actually working through and actually giving us an electrical error on that valve. Now, I've already run through the test plan, hence you can see there replace control unit and Mechatronics. The test plan actually details going through and doing electrical testing on that valve itself, which involves removal of the Mechatronic unit. So that's what we're going to do next. Now, the great bit about using proper diagnostic and information systems is the fact that I can click through this now and I've actually got full installation and removal instructions for the Mechatronic unit. So there's no mistakes being made. This is exactly as it's meant to be. So quite some time later, we've now got off all the under trays, all the additional items that are underneath the gearbox, and we've got the pan out and we've got the Mechatronic unit out and actually on the bench ready for testing. And here it is. This is your Mechatronic unit from this OB5 gearbox in its full glory. Sat on a bench where it doesn't really want to be. These are your control solenoids for gear selection. Control unit as well. That's your transmission electronics unit. Now, what we're interested in is connected between pins 9 and 10 of this 14-pin connector. Now, I've already done a continuity test on it, and it's 4 ohms, which is smack bang in the middle of the specs. Now, the test plan then suggests to replace the transmission control unit. Now, that's no longer available as a separate item. Audi recommend fitting the entire unit, so that's what we're going to do. So, as you can see, we've now got the brand new genuine Audi Mechatronic unit back up into place in the gearbox housing. The strainer unit's back in. We've done all the physical setup procedure on it, with regards setting the length of the plungers, etc. We've now got to get the oil pan back on, and we'll go in diagnostically, code the control unit and run the setup procedure. So, back once again into the Audi A6 system. We've already done the coding of the gearbox to actually calibrate it to the vehicle. What we're doing now is we're just running through some of the basic settings. This will get all your, this particular one is for the clutch kiss points. We've already done a couple. We just have to work it up through the temperature range, get it all set up so it'll drive correctly. And this is what both us and the customer wants to see at the end of it. A dashboard with no fault warnings. You can see now we can go through, we can select gears, do everything that we should be doing. All we've got left is a nice extended test run just to make sure that the gearbox is operating correctly and the customer can have it back.